Okay, let's start Green's theorem. In this series of lecture, I will be teaching Green's theorem first of all, and then Stokes theorem, and after that Gauss divergence theorem. So in this section, we are going to investigate the relationship between certain kind of line integral and the double integral. So Green's theorem basically transforms from line integral to double integral. Let us assume that C is a curve uh, and capital S is a surface enclosed by the curve C. The curve should be positively oriented, that is anti-clockwise direction, piecewise smooth, simple and closed, and capital S is the region, and P and Q are the function of x and y, which are of course continuous and having continuous first order derivative as well. So the Green's theorem says that integration over C, it's a line integral, p dx plus q dy equal to double integration del q del x minus del p del y ds. So both the two integrations are closed integrations. So the left hand side, obviously it is line integral, and the right hand side is double integral, which is also closed. Move to the next slide. So we will basically solve some problem based on the previous theorem, Green's theorem. So here the first problem, to evaluate xy dx plus x square y cube dy along the curve C, and this curve has been prescribed with the vertices 0 0 1 0 and 1 2. So for this kind of problem we need to draw the diagram first of all. So 0 0 1 0 and 1 2, we need to draw the diagram. We have drawn the diagram, and we should start from the point O, then O to B, B to A, and A to B. Formally we will go anti-clockwise direction, so we need to start from O to B, B to A, and A to O. It's not that O to A to B, and B to O. So since we need to go anti-clockwise direction, so we start from O and the direction will be from O to B. Okay, so to solve Green's theorem problem, if we compare with the left hand side of the Green's theorem, look at the previous slide. So xy, this function will be capital P, and x square y cube, that function will be capital Q. So obviously if we know capital P and capital Q, it is easy to calculate del P del y and del Q del x. So from the diagram, the equation, look at the diagram, this is the diagram, and obviously if you know 2 points 0 0 and 1 2, that is OA, you can find out the equation of the line OA, and that equation will be y equal to 2x. If you just simply, it's very simple mathematics, you know already from the class 11-12 knowledge that the equation of OA will be y equal to 2x. So this problem, look at the problem again, integration xy dx plus x square y cube dy, that problem can be solved using Green's theorem, and the Green's theorem will be converted this problem into double integration, but this problem can be solved without applying the Green's theorem. So we will solve first of all with the help of Green's theorem, and then we will solve without the Green's theorem. So first of all, if we apply directly the Green's theorem, p dx plus q dy, according to the Green's theorem, it will del q del x minus del p del y ds. So just putting the value of del q del x and del p del y, this will be the result. And of course, limit of integration, how to compute the integration of double limit, you should learn from the previous videos based on the double integration. So first of all, you should learn the double integration, how to compute the limit of the double integration limit. So here is the region, and the double integration limit will be x equal to 0 to 1 and y equal to 0 to 2x. It's very obvious. So ultimately the answer will be 2 by 3. So this is the first approach if you know Green's theorem, and since the question is use Green's theorem, then you should apply this one. But this problem can be solved without Green's theorem. Look, this was the problem, and we need to move from O to B, B to A, and A 2o. So one can solve the problem without knowing the Green's theorem. Using Green's theorem, that is our problem, xy dx x square y cube dy, and the curve is just placed in the diagram. So whenever you are having the curve, you can integrate easily. So basically integration, closed integration xy dx plus x square y cube dy, this is integration along OB plus integration along BA plus integration along AO. Now on OB, we will separately integrate along OB, along BA and along AO, and ultimately we will add to summarize the result to find out the final result. So first of all, integration along OB. So just go back to the picture. OB, OB means it's just x-axis. X-axis means on that x-axis y becomes 0. So whenever your y is 0, dy becomes 0. So y equal to 0, dy equal to 0, and yes, y equal to 0, dy equals to 0, and x is varies from 0 to 1. Look, on the x-axis OB, y equals to 0, dy equals to 0, and x is varies from 0 to 1. We are using this thing, that integration along OB, x into 0 dx plus x square into 0 dy. That is, we are putting y equal to 0 and dy equal to 0, and the result will be 0. And then we are moved to the next integration along BA. Now back to the diagram, integration along BA, and equation of BA will be x equals to 1. Obviously x is fixed, x equal to 1, it's parallel to y axis, x equals to 1. So whenever your x equals to 1, dx becomes automatically 0. So we will use those facts, that x equal to 1, dx equal to 0, and y is varies from 0 to 2. So just use those facts. Now on BA, y is varying from 0 to 2 and x is fixed at 1. So just it's simple mathematics. Just put the values and the result will be 4. Again, the last integration along AO, the result will be on AO. We already told you that the equation of AO will be y equal to 2x, and if y equal to 2x, dy will be 2 times dx. So just use those facts, just use y equal to 2x and dy equal to 2 dx, change the problem in terms of x, and you will find out the answer minus 10 by 3. So whole integration will be integration along OB plus integration along BA plus integration along AO, and the result will be 2 by 3, and which is equal to the previous answer. Look, the previous answer was 2 by 3, and now just using simple line integral, your answer will be 2 by 3 again. Let's discuss another problem of Green's theorem to clarify the things Green's theorem properly. So using Green's theorem, the problem is using Green's theorem to evaluate. That means you have told that to use Green's theorem. That means you need to avoid the line integral. So just if the question would have been to find out this integral, then you can with the help of line integral you can solve by skipping Green's theorem, but it is mentioned in the question that use Green's theorem to evaluate this. So first of all, our task will be to here C is given in the figure. Actually in your question, C will be prescribed. Your first job will be to draw the diagram of C. So in this case, C is given, it is half circle, and the region inside this half circle and the y-axis, part of the y-axis actually is given, and the boundary is the red boundary. So we look at the arrows, it is counterclockwise, that is positively oriented, and we need to find out on this positively oriented C the integration. So we need to recapitulate that in Green's theorem is integration p dx plus q dy equal to double integration del q del x minus del p del y ds. Okay, so just look at the problem. From that problem we can easily write what is p and what is q if you compare with the Green's theorem. So p will be y into x square and q will be minus x square. Okay, so if we put the values of del q del x and del p del y, and if we apply the Green's theorem, the double integration looks like this. Now if you know properly the double integration, if you just know how to change from the Cartesian double integration from the polar double integration, you know that Jacobian should be introduced. And for those, normally those kind of problems, it's not a hard and fast rule, but not for normally whenever we have a curve like x square plus y square, it's a circle or something like ellipse, we need to solve using Cartesian, using a polar coordinate system. We need to change from the Cartesian. So here it is given x square plus y square equal to 25, that is it's a equation of circle. So we need to change to, for the sake of simplicity, to solve the problem by polar coordinate system. So we will use that x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta to change from the Cartesian coordinate plane to the polar coordinate plane. It is look at, according to the diagram, theta will be running from pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, of course, and r is a circle of the radius. R is varying from the 0 to 5 if we cover all the surface enclosed by the red boundary. So, and of course J, Jacobian J will be R. If you know, if you perform just one polar double integration, you will know that the J will be R, and by simple calculation double integration will be looks like this, and the answer is 500 by 3 and 625 divided by 8 times pi. Thank you.